Tell us about how the team are going to manage without you. Life does go on, and a massive week ahead this week for them.
Yeah, they're managing without me okay. No, I mean, the big week. But this stage of the season, the club are where they want to be, where they need to be. Still in all competitions, in good, strong positions, with a lot of work to do. And this is the month now, setting yourself up for those hopeful final games where you can win trophies. So big matches. You have to look at these next 2-3 weeks and say that they're critical, but the players have been there before. They know it's coming. They know it's coming at the start of the season, and to be honest with you, they wait for it because it's been there before. You get quite bored in the first part of the season because it's matches that matter, but not what you would call critical matches. These are the matches now which really sort of get your concentration, your anxiety levels to a point whereby you perform at your absolute best, and we're seeing that in the last few weeks. The level of performance has increased and players are coming into form and looking great, and that's really important for the club.
Now, when someone like yourself has just retired, then watching them play in every match is going to be hard. But missing out on the All Manchester Cup semi-final is going to be harder than most, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I said before, I have no regrets. My career has been what it's been. There'll be probably, 10, 15 big matches a season for the next 100 years that you would wish that you would want to play in, but the reality is you don't play in them. Your career's over and finished. You just leave it to the lads who are still playing. They're the most important ones. I've always said that. Players come and go all the time. There's better players than me that have played for this club who've left, and now the club goes on its conveyor belt of players going through a fantastic football club, and we're all there to serve the club when we play for them.
But tell us about the excitement ahead of that game, not just as a former Manchester United player, but as a big Manchester United fan as well. This is going to be massive for this city, isn't it?
It is going to be big. It is, it's massive, it's a huge game. Semi-final FA Cup's always big anyway. We play Arsenal, play Chelsea in games in the semi-final, but now you play Manchester City, it's big again. What's bigger? We play Arsenal in the semi-final in '99, play Arsenal in the semi-final in 2004, was it? They're massive matches as well. You've got to remember that we've played in big matches like that before as a club, and obviously the local derby thing does bring another dimension, but it doesn't actually affect anything when you actually get out onto the pitch, because the players, certainly our players, are quite cold when it comes to the opponent. They sort of look at it as the fans, whether they're wearing blue, whether they're wearing red, whether they're wearing yellow, that doesn't really affect them when they're out on the pitch. They'll just be there to play the game and sort of perform within the game and to achieve the standards. And if they do that, then more often than not, Manchester United have always been okay. But it's a very difficult game against difficult opponents. But we've been there before.
But is there that extra element, if you like, of trying to stop the balance of power in the city from shifting? Because we saw that with the League Cup semi-finals last year, and how important it was to both sets of fans as much as the players, really, and trying to stop Manchester City becoming the dominant force in this time.
Yeah, but I don't think, I can only speak from experience as being a United player, you don't go into a game thinking we're trying to stop a dominant force. You go into the game thinking I'm playing against him and I've got to stop him and I want to try and win the match. It's simple as that. You're not thinking about sort of things that are out of your control, about what the fans are going to think or whatever. You're just thinking about your opponent, how you can win that football match, how you can stop your opponents playing. Really simple things, because if you start clogging your mind up with some of the things that you're talking about, you'll get yourself in a right mess.